And welcome back once again, everybody. Thanks for watching. Jim Crane here with you. Today I wanted to show you a new bag that I picked up from a company called Leatherbuilt. This is called the Dawn Messenger bag, which is based on the Coronado leather Swiss pack saddle or Swiss military bag. I think now they call it the Americana messenger bag. But this is Leatherbuilt's take on it, and they put their own spec together on this bag. So there are some differences between this and the Coronado version, which there is a video on this channel if you wanted to see that. And I'll show you what the differences are. But first of all, this is the called the Dawn Messenger, and it's based on a Swiss pack saddle, as I mentioned before. This particular bag is made from 9-ounce Horween Dublin leather, and Horween's Dublin leather is a full grain, straight vegetable tanned leather that is aniline dyed as opposed to having a spray-on finish. So an aniline dye is a dye that doesn't have any pigments in it. It gives you kind of a clear stain and lets the natural variations in color and characteristics of the hide show through. So you're not covering anything up. You're getting to see all the beauty of the natural hide, which I really like. I think it just gives it a lot more character. Dublin leather is fat liquored, which means that there are some emulsified oils that are infused into the leather that give it a softer texture than just a straight vegetable tanning would. Straight vegetable tanning gives you kind of a very hard, stiff leather, and Dublin, because of the fat liquoring, you get a softer texture. It's got kind of a waxy feel to it. It is hard glazed. It's a hard glazed leather, so you get kind of a nice shine on it, but it does have waxes and emollients infused in it. Dublin also, to me, is really aesthetically complex. There's just a multitude of colors and texture variants that show through, which I really like. And because it's fat liquored, it's kind of the best balance between firm and soft. It's not as soft as Chrome XL. It's got more of a firm texture to it, but it is pliable. It's not stiff as a board. It's just a really wonderful leather. It's one of my favorite leathers, in fact. So the Dawn Messenger is 16 inches wide. It's 10.5 inches tall, and it is about 4 inches deep. And there are straps on here. I'll show you that you can actually change the width of the bag. If you've got a lot of things to stuff in there, you can. First of all, it does come with a shoulder strap, and the shoulder strap is also made from Dublin. Let's get this around here. So I've actually started my modification on this bag because I like to be able to remove the carry strap when I'm storing the bag. It's going to come like this. And this is the original spec in the Swiss pack saddle. So if you were to, be alive back in the 20s and 30s when this particular format, this shape was used heavily, it would have been made like this when they transferred the use of the bag to a briefcase. Originally, these were put on horses and on motorcycles, and as a way to carry the mail, to carry documents. Then they were later made to be used as briefcases. So they attached this strap. This is how it was done. This is what you see. What I've done is I like to be able to remove my shoulder strap, so I've already changed this one, and I'll probably change these out to D-rings, although I'm not certain yet. But in the Leatherbuilt spec, these square rings here are quite a bit heavier and beefier than the Coronado Americana messenger bag spec is. Leatherbuilt also added this handle here. So it's just a grab handle. If you just want to pick it up quickly, you can. I'm not particularly a big fan of these kind of handles because I tend to carry my bags from the car to the office with the handle. And if I'm not walking 2 blocks or something, I usually use the handle. And I want something that's a little more comfortable, so I use one of these. I have made these handles in the past. Made one for my Chrome XL version. This one's made by Americana Leather Works in New Jersey. It's made from the same Horween Dublin Leather, so it kind of matches. And this is how I like to carry the bag, like this. So I'll change this one over. So as far as the construction, it's a very simple bag. It's pretty basic, but it's really, really well made. The shoulder strap is Dublin. It's not sewn together. It's just one very tough piece. And Dublin leather is, it's got a higher tensile strength than a lot of leathers, Chrome XL. So you get kind of a lighter bag, but a stronger bag. So there really is no need to sew 2 pieces of leather together here. It's plenty strong enough. Got a nice shoulder pad, and it's very comfortable. You got a brass buckle so that you can adjust the length. And all of the hardware on the bag is cast brass, including the collar clasp or lever latch closure for it. And these rivets are really heavy-duty brass rivets. They're not the hollow cap type rivets. They are just a really substantial heavy-duty rivet. So inside, of course, easy to get into. You've got your straps here to adjust how much width you want or depth you want in the bag. So if you're going to carry a lot of stuff, you're going to pull these straps out. It'll allow you to put more stuff in there. As you can see, the interior of the bag is pretty basic. It's the same spec as the original Swiss pack saddle. So that spec called for just these 2 straps in the back. There's one there and one there. You can carry an iPad mini in here. It's big enough for that. You can put pens or pencils or a wallet or a journal organizer in there, or you can simply put them in the bottom of the bag. So it is stamped with Leatherbilt. That's their spec on it. The original Coronado version does not use the lever latch. That was Leatherbilt's spec as well. So beautiful, lovely, thick leather. It's 9-ounce leather, so it's got a really nice thickness. It feels just gorgeous. It's just a beautiful, beautiful leather. You just want to rub your hands on it and just smell it. It smells wonderful. What I like about Dublin is that unlike Chrome XL, which has a very kind of polished, formal look to it, Dublin is very rustic, and you can see the range marks left in it. So the surface is not sanded away. It is just left as natural as when the cow, which this is made from, was out in the field. So bottom of the bag is pretty simple. Again, beautiful texture there. There is a nice bit of piping, leather piping, that relieves the stress between these 2 pieces of leather. And it is actual leather. It's not a cord that's wrapped in vinyl. It's an actual piece of leather that's folded over and sewn in there. So the back of the bag, you can see, is got a flat surface back here, and then you've got the hidden seam on the front. So the back, you have the exposed seam. And if this was against a pack animal, you know, that's why it's flat back here. Leatherbilt does have their applied tag to it there, leather tag. It says Coronado and Leatherbilt. And if you'll notice, it's kind of slightly crooked. I don't know if that's intentional or if that is just what the guy did the day, or gal did the day that they made it. But there's another picture of this bag on Leatherbilt's website, and it's also got a crooked label, and it's not this bag. So that might just be just an ode to the utilitarian purpose of this bag. It was never meant to sit on a shelf in Macy's and a display case. It was built in the leather shop originally, and then put on a shelf at a depot somewhere so the Army could get a hold of it and use it. So they were never designed to be beautiful, perfectly stitched, beautiful bags. And you can tell the stitching is kind of just put in there. It's not put in there with any kind of aesthetic appeal. It's just a utilitarian, basic, really heavy-duty stitch that's put in there. So the stitching along the back is machine sewn. It looks pretty nice. These little details here and back here, these are hand sewn details. So your straps are held in here. These are all hand sewn details there. So actually, I actually prefer having Conway buckles, but this is the original spec. It doesn't bother me. This kind of bothers me a little bit. I wish there were another keeper here, but it's no big deal. It's not as heavy a bag as the Chrome XL version, which is this one here. So this Chrome XL has more, this is chrome tanned, and then it's stuffed with all kinds of oils and waxes and greases, and it makes the bag a little bit heavier than the vegetable tan version. And this bag, because there's no kind of storage in it, if you want, you can grab one of these from Etsy. There's a maker there, 47th Heaven, and these can be custom made for you. There's all kinds of pockets in there. You just slip it in your bag. You got places for everything. So that's available if you must have organization. If you just want to throw your stuff in there, which is probably what I will do when I use this bag, then don't worry about it. So again, a beautiful bag made by Leatherbilt, and Leatherbilt is in Idaho. Right now, if you're watching this, the bag is currently on sale. It goes on sale from time to time. If you're into this kind of really rustic, beautiful, old world aesthetic and like this particular form factor, which a lot of people do, there are a lot of fanatics for the original Swiss pack saddles. I would be too if I wasn't afraid of the surface sloughing off on my white shirt or my tan pants, which it does. Of course, the stitching on this is modern polyester or nylon. It's not the 70, 80-year-old stitching. So you get a very beautiful bag, same exact dimensions as the originals, but in a modern, more easily usable format. So I'm going to be using this bag for a while. I absolutely love it. I think it's just a beautiful, beautiful bag. If you're interested, you can click the link below to Leatherbilt. You can also explore the other version at Coronado Leather if you'd like. And again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.